Ah, there you are, my gem. Welcome. Yes, thank you for coming over to my house. I came over to your house last time, so I figured that, well, I should invite you over to mine. I know it seems like a lot, but please, make yourself at home. Yes. I have a lot, and I've been blessed with a lot. So, I'm terribly sorry if all this overwhelms you. Yes, my parents and I have the finest of tastes, so everything in here is very lavish, and at costs that I dare not mention. So, I just want to say, thank you again for coming over. So, oh, you brought something over. You didn't need to do that. Huh? You brought a dessert. Oh my, it looks quite scrumptious. I'll definitely have to try this later. Yes, I have a dinner plan all prepared for us. I want to make sure that my gem gets the best treatment. Starting off with a kiss. Huh? I'm acting bolder. No, I'm not. Not really for any reason. I'm happy to see you. Is that so much to ask for? Well, I'm glad. Anyway, why don't I give you the tour of the house? Would you like that? All right then. I'll give you the grand tour. Yes, I do have several maids and butlers here as well. They do their jobs diligently, and... Huh? No, of course. They get paid the best, of course. I make sure that they get all of their dues, and I'd never treat them anything less than the best. They are human beings as well, after all. I'm not some heartless monster. I'm glad you never thought I was. I'd be worried if you thought you were dating a monster. Well then, shall we? This is the main hall. I post a lot of the pictures and portraits of my family here. We have quite a lot of them. This one was from when I was a girl. A young girl, anyway. I think I was around 6 or 7. Yes, I would often wear these frilly dresses. I don't wear much of them anymore. I mostly stick to business suits now. Yes, business suits I find more comfortable, but I will wear a dress on occasion. Yes, I believe that wearing a dress for a formal occasion is the most proper thing to do. Yes. Well, this next one was when I was about 12. I was just about to go into my teenage years, so it would have been around the time I'd be starting, middle school, I believe. Yes. Of course. The middle school that I went to was a private middle school. Most of the schools that I went to in general, other than UA, were private. UA, on the other hand, was an audition. You had to audition to get into it. Well, I shouldn't say audition. More like you had to take an extreme practical exam. However, I was entered into UA on recommendation, so I had a different test. Yes. It was like the obstacle course at UA Sports Festival my first year. It was quite interesting to say the least, and somehow I managed to make it through. Yes, at that point my quirk wasn't as strong. So, I had even more doubt in myself. I don't feel as much of that doubt anymore, but still, it's hard sometimes to get over it. Yes. Anyway, I should move on. This was me in my first year of high school. Yes, I still pretty much look the same. Yes. That is the high school uniform that the UA students would wear. Oh, yes. UA days were amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love UA. UA was a great school and still is. Still teaching young heroes up to this day. Yes. I'm grateful for all the teachers I had. Mr. Aizawa, President Mike, Miss Midnight. Yes, all of them. I appreciated every single one of them, even though others may not have. Absolutely. I take great pride in our school. Being an alumni from there, I can truly say that I am honored to have gone to UA. Yes. And this one here is the most recent one. This was actually done around Christmas time. Last year. Yes. And well, this year, I hope that I can arrange someone to come and paint the two of us as a couple. What would you think of that? Would you like that? I would too. The two of us together in a painting. That would be a truly wonderful masterpiece. Although, I might be selfish and rather keep that portrait to myself. It's not bad. Yes. I love you very much, my gem. I sometimes don't want to share that fact with anyone else, because I don't want them getting jealous of us. Huh? Let them be jealous. I guess you're right. It's not up to them whether we're in a relationship or not. Everyone has their own thing, and their own opinions. So I will allow them to think what they will, but that won't change the fact that you're my gem. And, well, I won't let anyone else steal that from me. Oh, goodness, I'm starting to sound possessive now. I'm terribly sorry. Well, I'm glad it's not bothering you, at least. Yes. I truly do believe that you are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me in my life. You're worth more than all the riches that I could ever ask for. Even more than all of the money that my family has, combined with all of the money in the world. I love you so much. Right then. Shall we continue on with the rest of the tour? And then go to the dining hall? Yes, let's. Right this way.